Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode where we are talking to Milan clubs from around the world. This week we have Milan Club Dublin, and we have Alexander.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having us on.
Of course, we are excited to have you guys on. Just a little announcement, if anyone has a club that they would like to be featured, send us a message on SempreMilan TV Twitter account, and we'll be more than happy to get you guys on here. So, to get started, what made you become a Milan fan?
Well, I'm still young enough. I'd like to think I would have grown up watching the success of kind of the early mid 2000s, when we had kind of like really high profile players like Kaká playing for us, which would have been quite a draw. But another thing would have been growing up, a lot of Irish people are Premier League fans, and it's all Manchester United or Liverpool, just because of the amount of Irish people that would have moved over there. So
Right.
it's a bit of a different thing. Like a lot of me friends would look at me in a kind of a weird way growing up, being like, "Oh, did you watch the United game?" I was like, "Oh no, I was too busy watching us against Brescia." And they're like, "Cool." But a lot of it would have come from the Premier League going behind a paywall over time, and kind of Serie A still would have been a lot more kind of free to view.
Okay.
So if you really wanted to follow a team, but you didn't kind of want to pay the stupid money to watch them against some side like Newcastle, Serie A was the way to go. And it was before they clamped down on the crowd noise. Like if you watch a lot of matches nowadays, the crowd noise is kind of like subdued because
Yeah.
of some of the chants obviously aren't exactly family friendly. So back then you used to get all the chants, you used to get a bit of Italian. Yeah, so growing up watching Milan doing well, every Saturday, every Sunday, it was just a great way to do it. And it was something different to the Premier League.
Definitely. The last 10 years have been a little rough. Not doing so well. So what is the story behind Milan Club Dublin and the decision to make one?
Well, funnily enough, or kind of like ironically enough, it's not a story based on that kind of success. Like obviously there's a lot of fans kind of my age that would have grown up watching us
Okay.
win a lot of things, but like Milan Club Dublin was founded in 2014, which obviously was the height of the Banta era. And it was around the time when Fabio Parente was in the Woolshed, which is where we normally watch our matches on Parnell Street in Dublin. And he'd just seen us lose to newly promoted Sassuolo. I think it was January 2014. And he kind of had this idea that while celebrating alone was no fun, sitting there in misery was even less fun. So out of that kind of attitude is where Milan Club Dublin was born. And since then, so 7 years ago, we just go strength to strength looking for Rossoneri fans in Dublin and the whole of Ireland. Like we have fans up north, we have fans in Cork. We even have fans that, used to live in Ireland, live abroad now, live in South Africa, and are still members of the club.
Nice. So how can you become a member? Is it just you just kind of like join the group, or is there a membership?
Oh, it's very straightforward. Like we have a website, milanclubdublin.com. You go there, you sign up. I think basic membership at the moment is 15 quid, which gets you a little membership card. We have stuff like cool t-shirts, bags, scarves, a lot if you want to kind of dress up, as you can see in the pictures here. So you just sign up, 15 quid. If you're living in Ireland, you're living in Dublin, that guarantees you access to any event that we run. We go to matches all the time, so we make regular trips over to San Siro when it's safe to do so. And we have meetups in the Woolshed, which is kind of our regular bar, our regular spot for drinks. Membership guarantees you entry to everything. Usually we throw in a few events, like for the derby against Inter, we'll have some food and free drinks for members. We've had previous events, you can see there, where we had the 2007 Champions League actually visit us. Like not even like the replica, like the genuine thing came in a giant metal box with a security guard. And yeah, if you're a member, you get access to all cool things like that.
Okay, awesome. I will say one of the things I'm jealous about is how cheap it is for you guys to fly to Italy. For us, it's like $1,200, and it's much easier for Europeans.
It's seriously cheap. Like the last game that we got over for before the pandemic, I was over for Spal in the Coppa Italia and Udinese, the 3-2 win. I think it was Rebic got the last minute winner. And I think with flights, Ryanair, and like the extra baggage they charge you, it was about, I'd say, €40 for return flights. Like that's not too bad.
I can't even fly anywhere in the United States for that cheap. So that's pretty awesome, though. So, how often do you guys have meetups? And what is the usual attendance?
Oh, every single match, we're there. Obviously, in recent times, the wool shed has been closed because things are still a bit strict in Ireland, and we still have a good few number of COVID cases, unfortunately. But as you can see there, like the wool shed in Dublin on the left picture, is where we are for every single match. And that could range from stuff like if we're, facing a kind of more obscure Serie B side in the Coppa Italia, and it's an early kickoff on a Saturday, you'll get maybe 5, 10 people there. But for the bigger matches against Inter, against Juve, and hopefully coming up for the likes of the Champions League, we usually expect 80 to 100 people, which is crazy.
That's nice. Is it a pretty big bar? I mean, I can't really tell
Oh,
from this, but
it's big enough. Like there'd be kind of a back room where they would show a lot of the NFL games, because you'd get kind of a lot of Americans on Dublin looking to watch NFL. Not everywhere to show it. So usually we occupy that room for the big games. We'd have our flags, and we do a lot of singing, which is a great thing. Like if you come in to the
oh,
Woolshed and
fun.
you're not sure what's going on, all of us are singing. So it's really fun, and you get members of other clubs as well. So there's a big Italian community in Dublin. There's an Inter club. There's Juventus. There's Roma. There's Lazio. There's Torino even. So we do a lot of meetups with different clubs and stuff like that. One of the fun things we usually do that we haven't gotten to do in the past number of years because of COVID is our charity five-a-side with other kind of fan football clubs in Dublin. And that's usually sponsored by the Woolshed as well.
Nice. And then is it each team pays an entry fee and that's like a
Yeah,
donation or?
so there'd be an entry fee and stuff like that, and we might do stuff like giveaways and raffles as we usually do. So every now and then we'll get assigned like Milan jersey, to do a giveaway, and usually we'll donate those proceeds to charity. And we've done stuff in the past around fighting poverty, mental health issues, obviously a prevalent issue around racism as well, which we're really passionate about. We try and organize things to help people because we have a good visibility, we're quite well known, and it's important that we use that for positive things.
Absolutely. Do you guys have any plans in the future for like expanding the club at all or any new kind of events?
Absolutely. So we recently had, right before the pandemic, we were meant to have Sebastiano Rossi come over to us, but obviously that wasn't able to go ahead. So it's likely we'll reschedule stuff like that, once we're able to get people back in full capacity to watch games. We have a good amount of plans to kind of expand the club, but obviously COVID gets in the way, so you're not able to
Right.
meet physically and get that word of mouth going, and bring people in and show them how good it is to sit down and watch a game with other people. There are positives though, like we've grown quite a bit on social media. I handle the Twitter, and along with our vice president Mike, some of the Instagram and Facebook, and we've gotten a lot more followers. A lot of people are big fans of the merch. So we sell that all over the world. And it's crazy to think you could be walking somewhere like Venezuela and see some randomer in a Milan Club Dublin shirt.
Yeah.
So we've gotten a big following over the past while, and yeah, we've some big plans coming to expand the club once we're able to meet in person as well.
Fantastic. And how can people find you guys?
Milan Club Dublin on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and milanclubdublin.com as well. That's
Okay.
where you can purchase scarves, membership, and if you have any questions at all, throw us a DM. We're more than happy to have a chat and answer any questions. We love Milan as much as the fans out there, and all we want to do is to give them an opportunity to meet up, have a few drinks, enjoy themselves, and just have a bit of a sing-song together.
Absolutely. I will say out of all of the Milan clubs, I like your guys' logo the best.
Yeah,
The skull and the red beard is just
the
great.
logo is a big hit.
Definitely. Well, thank you for joining us on episode 2. Is there anything else that you want people to know about Milan Club Dublin?
If you're a member of any other Milan club around the world and you're traveling, you're in Dublin, hit us up. Even if you're not a member with us and you're into Serie A football, if you're in Dublin once things are safe, hit us up, come grab a pint. We're more than happy to have you with us for some fun.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be back in a couple of weeks with another Milan club. Thank you, Alexander.
Thanks for having us on.
Of course.